What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, man, I want to talk about LeBron James and his next stop, right? Because I don't think that LeBron James is going to retire. So I want to go over. I found this article. Where was this article? It was on the internet somewhere, and they listed the four teams that they thought that LeBron James might go to, right? And I just want to talk about these teams because I think that no matter what team LeBron go to, I still don't think that LeBron James is going to win any rings or anything. And so even these teams right here that LeBron James, these options that LeBron James have, shows that LeBron James is not really worried about winning rings. It's for him is about maintaining. It's like staying in the NBA as long as he can to maintain and give him leverage, as far as like being able to make certain moves. If LeBron James could play for another 20 years, I think he would do that, right? Um, so now let me see if I can bring these teams up. So I'm gonna talk about each one of these teams. All right, so the article says LeBron James, for LeBron James landing spots if he decides not to retire, right? So number one on the list is New York. Now, for me, I don't think New York would be a good fit for LeBron James because you got Brunson, then, and right now you have you got Cat and all those guys. I don't think that's a good look for them. I don't think that like what LeBron James bring to the table will be able to help them. And then on top of that, remember, Coach Mike Brown is there, right? And they have. I don't think Mike Brown and LeBron James really had a best relationship, right? And Mike Brown is a guy who preaches defense, and LeBron James just really, he at this point in stage of his career, he's not really going to be playing a whole lot of defense. He's going to do exactly what you saw him do this past year, as far as like playing that matador type defense and cherry picking, hanging court and stuff like that. So I think for like the way that the New York Knicks are currently like they're constructed, I don't think LeBron James will be able to do anything to be able to help them out. And the Knicks, they trying to come out of the East and they trying to get over the top, and LeBron James wouldn't be able to help them with that, right? So now let's talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers. This article says it does not feel likely that LeBron James could go back to the Cavaliers for a third time in his career, but hey, anything is possible, right? And I'm going to say for a number of reasons, I don't think he'll be able to go there. Number one, I think it's the guy, Donovan Mitchell, right? Cleveland is on the verge. They're trying to come out the East. And again, what LeBron James brings to the table will not be able to get them over the hump. I think if Cleveland is going to stick with Donovan Mitchell, then what they need to do is just shore up their defense, because Donovan Mitchell is the kind of guard. He's not a big guard. He's only like 6'2", right? And I made another video where I spoke about guards that are like 6'2" and under, and how difficult it is for them to get to the championship. When you think about Isaiah, a small guard who won a championship, Steph Curry was a small guard, and those type of guards need exceptional defensive teams around them, right? And so you wouldn't bring if you're trying to build a team around Donovan Mitchell, you can't bring LeBron James in there because he is not an exceptional he's not an exceptional defender. So Cleveland, in my opinion, will have to shore up their defense if they're going to stay with Donovan Mitchell, right? So definitely LeBron James wouldn't fit in with them. So next we have the Golden State Warriors, right? Which I don't think that LeBron James, Golden State, I definitely don't see this being an option for LeBron James, Golden State Warriors. And the reason I don't is because those guys are old. You got Jimmy Butler. He was out hurt for a good portion of this year. You got Steph Curry, he's old. I think Steph Curry, like he like 37, 38. You got Porzingis, who can't really stay healthy. And you got Draymond Green, he's getting up in their age, right? So if if the Golden State Warriors, in my opinion, are serious about trying to get back to the playoffs and potentially challenge for a championship, the best thing for them to do is to again shore up their defense, get some youth around Steph Curry, which I thought that they could have did more with Kaminga, but that didn't work out. So but anyway, they still got to bring in some young guys who can defend. And LeBron James again don't fit that mold. He's just at his stage, and if he had made this move a few years ago, like the year before Jimmy Butler even went there, I think that would have been good. That was his window of opportunity to go play with Steph Curry. But I never really got the feeling that Steph Curry was even interested in playing with LeBron James. I know they did it in the Olympics and they had they won over there, but I don't think Steph Curry was interested in playing with LeBron James. Because he didn't need him, right? He's never needed him. Steph Curry got 4 championships of his own, so he didn't really need LeBron James then, and he don't need LeBron James now. So now the next team on this list is the Lakers. And to me, I think the Lakers, in my opinion, I think the Lakers team works good for LeBron and it works good for the organization, right? The Lakers really don't have that much outside of like Luca uh, and Austin Reeves. They really don't have a lot. So they can try to sell the fact that, a healthy Luca, a healthy Austin Reeves, and LeBron James could just run it back and try to see what happens. And I think that's what's going to happen with the organization. I think they're going to try to sell that to the fans and see what that'll do. Because another thing, I think what the Lakers want to do is they want to do like a farewell tour for LeBron James, right? And so if they do a farewell tour for LeBron James, that is good promotion and that'll bring in some money and extra revenue and stuff like that. So financially, the Lakers will be able to benefit from the situation with LeBron James staying there. That's if LeBron James say that, okay, this is going to be my last year. And so he do his retirement tour with the Lakers. And like I said, that's they can promote that retirement tour and had LeBron James fans, support and watch and buy merch and all this other stuff and viewership for the organization and stuff will rise. But I don't see outside of the Lakers, I don't see another team in the NBA where LeBron James will have an opportunity to go there, help them win a ring. It's because the really good teams in the league don't need LeBron James. And the teams that are on the bubble, right, trying to get in, like the teams that I just named, like New York, LeBron James can't really do anything to help him. He can't help New York. He can't help Cleveland. He won't be able to help Golden State, right? Even if he like Orlando, like those teams, he won't be able to help them because these young teams need somebody who could defend. Um, they already, they already have somebody who could score 20 something points a game. So that's not a necessity for these teams. LeBron James is not the player that's going to be able to get these teams over the hump. But even if he just so happened to end up in a place like Orlando, somewhere like that, they're going to try to sell it like that. Well, okay, LeBron James is going to be able to get this team over the hump. But I think any team that's looking to elevate or is close to like getting over that hump and they bring LeBron James in, I think it's only going to set them back. Right. So the only option I think, in my opinion, for LeBron James is the Los Angeles Lakers because it works for them. They don't have enough. Even if LeBron James retire now with Luca and Austin and what's the guy named Marcus Smart, that's still not enough in the West to get them over. So they may as well go ahead and just try to make some money off of the situation, bring LeBron James back, and just go ahead and let him do his retirement tour there. That's the only option for LeBron. And it's the only option for the Lakers, you know, because they're not really going to be relevant next year outside of that anyway. So that's my take on it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to leave a comment. And with that being said, man, I'm going to check y'all out in the next video. Peace.